Pincer Rallies are taking the game by storm. The Pincer formation is so strong, and it creates a situation to where we are running rallies with Infantry and CPO Emilianus, and we are wrecking things. This is the best of the best series. You've already done Archers, and now we're on to the Pincer. We have over 100 nominations. We sifted through them. We're going to show you how we did it, and we're going to show you who's in the top 10 of the best Pincer Rallies in Rise of Kingdoms. Hey everybody, I'm your boy War Daddy Chatsky. I put out videos all the time, and if you enjoy those videos, please throw a thumbs up on here. Like the videos, helps out the channel, and if you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. It doesn't cost you anything, and if you want updates and alerts when this content comes out, be sure to hit the bell and get that alert. And so we have gone through our best of the best series, and now we are putting the videos out to you to tell you exactly who's going to be in our top 10, how we're going to do it. And this is something that we collected for over a week, and now we're looking at the rallies, we're looking at the Pincer formation, and we wanted to know who's got the best Pincer formation in the game, who's got the best Pincer formation in gear in the game. And so with that being said, we did all the due diligence to try to figure out, and the first thing we have to do is set the matrix. How do we determine this? Well, you guys have seen Davor. He's in the King's Codex. He's with me in 606. He is Brainiac. All right, this guy is a mathematician. He has gone through probably one of the most universally trusted setup when it comes to stats and the effectiveness of stats. This is the site we do, and he has kind of created it for me. This is his rally garrison. You can put all different kinds of things in here. You can tell what role you want. You can go with the iconic levels. You can go with the inscriptions, special inscriptions, all the different things in here to determine your scores. And that's how we determine this situation. So gotta give Davor a lot of credit. I've got a link for his, for him in the description. That link can take you to his site. Buy him a cup of coffee, show him how much you support him. Got to tell that guy how much we appreciate him. But this video, we've sifted through it, and we're going through the whole thing. And so without further ado, we'll get into the top 10. But before we do have an honorable mention. This is one thing Peace and I were talking about. And this is a player that is in 606 with me. He's a 300 member. And the reason why we say honorable mention is because there's something unique about him. This is Nico, okay? Judoka. This is his name and his account in the game. He just came to 606. Really good young player and a really good fighter. Check this out. Now, his gear is nothing crazy, okay? His gear is set up to continue to work on and keep improving, okay? So he's not really applying to be in the top 10. However, what Nico doesn't understand is these are his armaments, and rarely do you find special inscriptions with doubles, and this dude's got a couple of them. Not only does he have a couple of them, he's got a couple that are great for Pincer with guarded and militant. So that's one of our honorable mentions that we wanted to show you guys when it came to the type of player that could eventually have a crazy busted good Pincer. So let's get right into it. Wanted to give Nico a little bit of credit, like that's a cool honorable mention. When we find those, we will show them as we continue to do the best of the best series. So number 10, this is how we're gonna do this. Number 10, F2 Pony Greg. Free-to-play Pony Greg has shown up in now 2 of the videos because he has a busted good rally for archers. So with that, it's just crazy to see how this guy has found himself now in the infantry meta. Here's his account. 141 million power player. He's got 30 billion kill points, and it's just really, really good. And so when you see this overall, you're trying to figure out, okay, what kind of stuff does he have? This is his setup, okay? He has tier 5 everything, okay? His score when it comes to the equipment is insanely good. He has got an incredible score, and so with that, we wanted to show, I think it's 228 point score on the equipment. He's got leadership boots, leadership pants, great. He's got the sacred grips, which is a little extra on the gloves, and then you come in to his armaments. And you got to keep in mind, he ranked really, really high in the Archer Rally best of the best. So now he's at number 10 in the Infantry Pincer. He's got crazy attack stats, 12.5, crazy defense. He's got good health, and then he's got really good all damage. So he mixes the health and the all damage, which is always pretty good. So that's your number 10 player when it comes to the Pincer formation ranking. He's in 1371, a lot of 1371 presence in some of these things, and so it is great. So now we go into number 9, one of my buddies that I've known for a long time, and he forced his way in here. We're going to talk about Nips in 2293. Nips is an incredible garrison and rally player. This is his setup. Of course, 91 million power. He's got 8 billion kill points, but he's got some unique things when it comes to the gear that he runs. This is the gear that he runs. Okay, he's got tier 5 everything. Now the gloves are tier 2, but that doesn't really hurt him because they're eternal gloves, and he's not getting any benefit at tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5. So everything else is tier 5. He doesn't have the horn. If he had the horn, he would be in the top 3 because he has got some crazy stuff, and he's been able to do it really, really well. And so when you go to his armaments, 11.7% attack, 11.5% defense, 5.5% health, and 3.3% all damage. Just a great score from Nips that has really kind of helped out, and he will crack this thing in the top 10. I know NB is going to be mad because he couldn't crack the top 10 in archers, so Nips now has the upper hand in Pincer. Let's go to number 8, shall we? Number 8, Lord Omi. Okay, this guy's in 2742. All right, Lord Omi is a really, really good player. Hold on, let me pull up his profile. Okay, 126 million power, 10 billion kill points. And what you guys got to understand is sometimes the best rallies and garrisons, they don't have 50, 60, 70 billion kill points, okay? Because a lot of the times all their best equipment and all their best commanders and gear and armaments and all the stuff they do is sitting on their rally that might be pinned or is sitting in a garrison. So sometimes with rallies and garrisons, you don't have exactly the highest KP. But from there, let's go into what this guy does, okay? On his gear, he's got the KVK helmet, KVK weapon, and the Eternal 2-piece with the gloves and the boots. And then he's got the Hope Cloak and the Midnight Greaves. And so that's really, really good. He's got Ring Horn. That's the best score that you can get there. You go to his armaments. He's got the 4 special inscriptions, 10.9% attack, 9.8% defense, which isn't amazing. However, he runs the health to 8.9, and then he runs the all damage to 1.9. That's almost maxed out on one of the slots. So credit to him. Lord Omi is going to take that number 8 spot, okay? We're going to go into number 7. Number 7, Medcedev, okay? This is a 3308 player. This dude was nominated, and we started looking at his account and what he does, and it's pretty special. 25 billion kill points, 110 million power. He's in LK, he's in 3308, and he is crushing it, all right? When we look at his gear, he's got the same kind of setup. And in infantry, it's relatively the same. You're going to see some leadership adjustments here and there, but you've got KVK helmet, KVK weapon, you've got tier 5 everything, ring horn, rock and roll. You come to his armaments, and now you're starting to see where some of these stats start going up and up and up. 11.9% attack, 11.9% defense, 11.9% health. How he got all that the same, I have no idea, but it's insanely good. This guy throws up a rally. You join it and get ready to reinforce it because he's going to get you some kill points. So that's Medcedev hitting number 7, okay? Number 6, we'll get right on this thing. Nobody. Nobody's in 3099, okay? And he's nobody, right? But at the same time, he has really put together something pretty good on the nominations. When we pull up his stats, here's our boy here, okay? He's in 3099 and 7 billion kill points, 99 million power, okay? And so when you see his gear, you start to see it set up like this, okay? You've got the tier 2 gloves and the tier 2 boots. Those don't matter because you are rallying, and those obviously have to do with march speed and things like that. Now, sometimes on the boots, you do have a little bit of 1.5% defense, I think, at tier 5. And so you have to take that into consideration. But you've got the ring and horn Everything's critted, everything's tier 5 that really needs to be tier 5. And so in addition to that, okay, now we're getting some double inscriptions. Pretty crazy. So he's got 4 special inscriptions, 10.5% attack, 10.1% defense, 12.9% health. That is a ton of health. And when you throw in requital, a common inscription to go as a double with the 4 specials, he clocks in at a very high clip. Shout out to him, and 30.99. Let's go to the top 5, shall we? The top 5. There you go. Genie, 24.89. These guys are going to be our allies in the coming KVK. I'm in 606. We're going to ally 24.89. We're going to go fight 23.77. We're going to fight 32.51, and we're going to get after it. But Genie has some wild stuff. I had to have a conversation with Genie about this. And one of the main reasons why, as you see his account here, big time power, 354 million power, 47 billion kill points. And when you see Genie's setup when it comes to his gear, now you'll remember Genie was one of our honorable mentions in the Archer top 10 list, but that was his 960 account. He has 2 accounts, so he's got a whole bunch of these nominations going out in our best of the best series. You go into Genie, here's what he got. Tier 5 everything. It's crazy. And so it's nice and easy. He's gonna be just as good as anybody else on this list, but you come into the armaments, look at what this guy starts to do. 12% attack, 12.7% defense, 6.2% health, and 2.8% all damage. That all damage is kind of a little low. It's like 1.4% on average in 2 slots. And I even texted him and said, bro, you get that all damage up and you're easy top 1 or 2, because this dude has got it put together, obviously, with the gear and the armament. So that's our boy Genie. We've known him for a while. We've featured this account on one of my live streams when I did an account review with Genie, did both of his accounts. And this dude is a great player. So Genie from 24.89 hits the number 5 slot. Number 4, here we go. The Count 7, okay? From 23.69. It's like, who is this guy? And so it is from the standpoint that we get into a situation to where we're trying to figure out how these things work out. It doesn't matter where some of these players come from. Look what this guy has. It is wild. And so 94 million power, 9 billion kill points. But let's take a look at what this guy puts out into the field. He's got the tier 5 stuff, all completely critted tier 5, no problem. KVK stuff to go with the ring and horn, which is wonderful. Look at his gear. Look at the stats on his gear. He's got all 4 special inscriptions, 12.1% attack, 11.5% defense, 13.1% health. Infantry loves health. And even in the new KVK tech, you still need a bunch of health, and that's how he ranks so high. So there's your number 4 player in the Count 7. And let me show real quick, 23.69. Let's give a shout out to his kingdom for that. And now we're going to get into the top 3. The number 3 player is a player I knew well, and I used to play with all the time. But now he is in a different kingdom, 17.22. That's Zavvy, okay? You guys know Letty. Letty does all of our quizzes on our Discord. And if you want to join that Discord, you can click the link in the description. We do quizzes every week, and I give away money. Well, Letty wanted to nominate Zavvy. They've known each other a long time, and when they're nominated, I remembered Zavvy had crazy good stuff, and boy does he. Here's Zavvy's account. Okay, 22 billion kill points, 116 million power, and he's chilling, like we said, in 22.17. Now, when you come into his gear, tier 5 everything, no problem. Now, when you come into his armaments, this is where it gets wild, because patronage is really, really good, because patronage gives you a chance to have a little bit of damage in certain situations. So you look at this, you go 11, 11.2, 5.8, and then 3.3% on all damage. But the patronage with the double inscription really takes this over the top. Guys, these double inscriptions make the score go through the roof. So Davor has got that all figured out, and that's how we score these things. So that's your number 3 player, Zavvy, who I've been with and seen it for a long time, and good to see him continuing to play. If you got him in your kingdom, get this dude in a garrison that's running Gorgo Tokugawa, or put him in a rally and let him go to work. Number 2 overall, oh baby, This is where it gets to be a lot of fun. Number 2, ShatterStorm in 2377. I've known this guy for a long time. Been one of the busted good, ideal players on the infantry side of things forever. He's got crazy wedge stuff. He's got crazy arch stuff. I'm just telling you, when we do our arch list, he's going to be there. I'm just telling you. So in 2377, of course, one of the best players that they have and one of their lead infantry players, you're going to see he's got crazy, crazy stuff. So this is his account, 23 billion kill points, 113 million power, and then you come into his gear and he's got the complete set here. So you've got KDK helmet, KDK weapon, you've got the Hope cloak and the Midnight Greaves there, and the set bonus with the gloves and the boots. And so with that, you go into his armaments, and oh my God, here we go. 4 special inscriptions, and we are set up pretty good for the double inscription. And it is a situation where he's going to add 3.5% and really, really quick. Then you add that to his 8.9% health he's already got and 2% all damage, and it is crazy. And so from that standpoint, he gets the number 2 nod. It is wild. ShatterStorm, join this rally. It's crazy, okay? And so the number 1 player, this guy has got it. And let me tell you, I knew because he was in my kingdom. He has since moved on for a bit. He's going to 2218. It's Maximus. This dude, holy cow. He's one of the brainiacs. Obviously, he knows Davor real well and all of this in 606, and he knows what works. And I'm just telling you, this dude works. 20 billion kill points, 157 million power. And then you come into his gear and he starts doing crazy stuff with the sacred grips. Okay. Now he does not have a 2-piece set bonus, but it doesn't matter. Let me tell you why. When it comes to this guy, you go to his armaments and he has got one of the most broken situations with armaments you've ever seen. First of all, 10.1% attack, 11.3% defense. He's got the health at 6.3. He's got the all damage up really high, and he has uplifted. Let me explain uplifted to you just so you guys understand. Getting a double inscription for uplifted is absolutely crazy. When you come over here to the Pincer, okay, and Pincer and smite damage works off of normal damage, right? It works off normal damage enhancements. Well, this is crazy for rallies and garrisons because uplifting, and you've seen it in my Pincer and in my arch accessory or my arch inscription tier list that I do for different types of formations like Pincer and arch. Uplifting is massive. Every 10 seconds, you gain 1% extra bonus, and you deal it up to 5%. That's like 5% all damage for your Pincer Rallies. That's why that thing is so crazy good, and having it as a double to go along with Demolisher, and that's why Maximus is number 1. Give him some love because I put that Pincer Rally up against anybody. So there it is. Our boy Maximus is the number 1 guy from 2218. He was with us in 606. And congratulations to him. And overall, when it comes to the whole list, this is something we got to put out. Here's the point totals. Here's kind of how this worked out. I'm going to remove the avatar here. You can see where the gear points are, and you can see where the armament points are, and those kind of line up based on Davor's matrix and how all that stuff worked out. And so with that being said, you can get an idea of how we did this. Again, I'm going to put the link for Davor stuff down in the description. If you want to know how that stuff gets put together, you can always reach out to him, always support him, buy him a cup of coffee, all that stuff. But this is the Pincer Rally list. And the next one we'll get to is our infantry arch rallies, which are gonna be kind of crazy. And then we'll get on to the cavalry. This has been the best of the best series. Thank you guys so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody's help and support with this. We had a call to action with the community. Hey, come in and load up your nominations for the best rallies in all the different categories, and you guys have been amazing. So leave comments down below. Tell me what you think. I'll be involved in those. And until next time, hope you have a great day, broskies, and thank you so much.